Hey, aloha and welcome to Beach Walks with Rocks. Today is show 565 and you can find us at beachwalks.tv. Huh?
It's not bright.
No, it's not bright. Hi there. I discovered something about myself last night. I didn't so much discover it as it really just clunked in there as a known fact now. And that is that I favor underdogs. Don't ask me how, but somehow Secret Cameraman and I landed on the World Heavyweight Boxing Championship that was on TV. And I don't know why, but I started watching it because we were right at the beginning and they were just introducing the two fighters. And of course, you know me, I'm fascinated by people, and they both were so intense and had so much going on in their eyes and in their minds, you know, right before this huge fight. And one was 37 years old and one was 27 years old. And so right from the get-go, there was this setup of the old guy versus the young guy. So I was already rooting for the old guy because of the way the sports announcers were talking about him. And sure enough, you know, the first few rounds, he was getting pummeled. And then, in, I don't know, round 3 or something, I couldn't turn it off. He started coming back. And so then I was rooting for the younger guy who was getting punched, saying, come on, you're falling. I mean, the old guy knocked him down 3 times. And it was just fascinating to me how my admittedly very brief and shallow allegiance kept switching back and forth depending on who was ahead. And as it turns out, it was a great fight because it went to the 12th round and it was a very close call. I actually didn't agree with the outcome, but that's really irrelevant. And just what an interesting phenomenon. Boxing, you know, generally not a sport I'm interested in at all, but because I'm interested in people, I was interested in watching how they interacted and how the coaches talked to them. I actually used to teach kickboxing, and you know, being at a point in my life where I can watch something that I'm actually not in favor of particularly, but to look at it kind of from that fair witness, if I were from Mars, just looking at it going, this is interesting, without having to judge it or make it right or wrong. Or anything like that. So, you know, again, in the name of freedom for all of us, people get to do whatever they want to do here, and they get to experience the consequences of that, be they concussions or losing or a bloody nose or bloody mouth. And all of those things happened last night. But, well, how do you think, what do you feel about underdogs? Do you tend to root for the winning team? Do you always want to be associated with the winners? Or do you tend to identify with the underdogs? There's probably some kind of nugget of something in there that separates, or not so much separates, but defines us as people. So a little silly food for thought today. Thanks so much for joining us, and I will see you on the reef. We can discuss it further. Aloha, everybody. Moama pono. Oh, Hawaiian word for under is Lalo. Let's go, Lex. Right here. Good job.